If you're over 50 and you feel less motivated than you used to, it's probably not laziness, and you haven't lost your drive either. What has changed is not your character. It is your brain's core operating system. Section 1. Pressure used to be your driver. When you were younger, motivation came from pressure, deadlines, responsibility, proving yourself, keeping up, getting ahead. There was always something pushing you. Pressure created momentum, and momentum looked like motivation. Section 2. The shift after 50. Something different happens as you move into your 50s. Pressure stops working the same way, and a new question starts to appear in your mind. Is this actually worth my energy? That question changes everything. Section 3. Energy, not time. After 50, your brain becomes more selective, not only with time, but with energy. And energy, at this stage of life, is even more valuable than time. Most people think motivation is a personality trait, but it isn't. Low motivation is often an energy management problem. If your energy is low, your motivation will also feel low. If your energy is protected, your motivation returns naturally. This is why after 50, you cannot motivate yourself the way you did in your 30s. Pressure worked then, but meaning works now. Section 4. Your brain becomes selective. When you are younger, you do things because you have to. After 50, you do things because they matter. And if something does not feel meaningful, your brain will quietly delay it, avoid it, or replace it completely with something easier. Not because you are weak, but because your brain is conserving energy. For what it believes actually matters. Section 5. This is an upgrade. In a strange way, this is not a downgrade. It's an upgrade. Your system is becoming more efficient. You are no longer driven by urgency. You are now driven by importance. But most people never update their strategy. They keep trying to get motivated, using pressure, guilt, and urgency. And then they wonder why nothing happens. They think they have become lazy, but they haven't. They are just using the wrong fuel. Section 6. After 50, your energy changes. There is another factor that almost nobody talks about. After 50, energy becomes less predictable. Sleep changes. Stress accumulates differently. Recovery takes longer. Responsibilities change. And all of this affects your available energy. So your brain starts prioritizing. It asks one question, pretty much all day. Is this worth the energy? And if the answer is no, you will procrastinate. But if the answer is yes, you will move. Not because of discipline, because of energy allocation. Section 7. Stop comparing yourself. One of the biggest mistakes people make after 50 is comparing themselves to their younger self. Different energy, different responsibilities, different priorities, different life stage. But you are not supposed to operate like you did at 30. You are supposed to operate more intelligently. Less sprinting, more positioning. Less pressure, more direction. Less urgency, more meaning. Direction, not speed. So, if motivation feels different now, don't panic and label yourself as lazy. Don't assume something is wrong. Instead, change the way you start things. Start smaller than you think you should. Focus on meaningful progress, not fast progress. You don't need to sprint anymore. You just need to keep moving. Because after 50, life becomes less about speed and more about direction. Remember, you have not lost anything. Your system has changed. That's all. And once you learn how to work with that system, you will be more consistent and more focused, and quite possibly even more effective than you were when you were younger. Not because you have more energy, but because now you finally understand where it should go. This is the Primed Edge. Subscribe if you want to. Watch this video next for a simple but effective 3-phase protocol for anyone over 50 who still wants to stay razor sharp.